What's up, everybody? It's Leo here. Just wanted to make this video because I was reflecting on spirituality, right? And I wanted to talk about spirituality specifically because it's a huge thing that I'm about. I'm all about spirituality and really having a relationship with God, and not to be confused with religion, because religion is the knowing of God. And I'm talking about a relationship with God. And I'm also not saying that you can't be religious and have a relationship with God. You can do both. You can definitely be religious and have a relationship with God. But the majority of the times when I'm speaking to someone or I hear about, religion, it's usually in a different context, right? People know about God's teachings or, Jesus's teachings, or, and then you look at their life and they're not acting in congruence with any of that. So in my belief system, in my opinion, spirituality is not even a luxury, right? A lot of people think that it's just a luxury. Spirituality is something you eventually have the time to do, whenever it is that you get to it towards the end of your life. But I think that spirituality, in my opinion, is essential. It's essential for the evolution of humanity, because I think that if more individuals were spiritual and they actually knew who they were at their core, if they actually knew that they had a relationship with God within themselves and that they already were everything that they were looking for, and if they actually had that relationship on a daily basis, then what's going to happen is that a lot of the issues that are going on right now around the world, with inequality and racism and injustice and all of these different things, they wouldn't even come into play, because if a spiritual person understands that the same soul, the same spirit that is within me is within you, and it is within all of us, no matter what happens, right? We're in this, I'm in this meat suit called Leo Robles, right? This is my meat suit right here on this planet. And you have your own meat suit, and you're sitting there listening to this message with your meat suit, with your ears. But you're also, behind that, you are connected to me, and I am connected to you via spirit, because there is no separation within our spirit. The only reason why there's a separation between you and I is because we're looking at it on the physical reality. The separation between us is just an illusion, because in spirit we're all one, right? We're all one emanation of God. We're all connected, and we are all unique manifestations of God. And at the core, we are God within the body. You're God within the body. We're all connected, and we're just all different meanings and expressions of that God energy. If you knew that, then, and I think that if everyone knew that in the planet, I don't think that we would see a lot of the injustice and a lot of the things that are happening right now, right? We would have one huge human race, one huge human family, and it's insane to think that we want to hurt each other, and that we judge one another, and that we think that because of the color of our skin, we have different rankings and we have different abilities, right? And again, we're all spirits, no matter what color our skin is, no matter what country we were born in, no matter what day you were born in. If you're spiritual, you're also going to release all the barriers that have been created, since you were born, right? A lot of the times, even in our own family units, my parents are from Jalisco, Guadalajara. We're Mexican. And, it's a thing that people talk about, like, oh, you're from Jalisco, and you're from Michoacan, and you're from Sinaloa, and you're from this, and you're from that. And, like, any of that stuff mattered. Like, none of it matters. Like, none of it, like at the core, you and I and whoever that person is a soul. Whatever you were born on this little speck of dirt, that we call Earth, doesn't change who you are. If you live in the ego, it does, right? If you live in the ego's perspective, which is the material world, and you're disconnected from the most important thing, which is your spirit, then yeah, there's a lot of separation. There's a lot of difference between you and I. There's like, yeah, of course there's differences, and of course people have different opportunities, and of course this. In the mechanical, physical world, there's a ton of separation. Everything is separated. Everything is clunky, but the thing that gives life to even the device that I'm speaking to right now, which is this phone, is the energy. It's the energy that is giving the energy to power this device, to record this video, and the vibration is being transmitted into images, and my voice is being transmitted through this device, and it's being delivered to your ears. So if you have doubt, or you don't understand, like, you don't really believe if there's something else that is invisible that's connecting all of us, well, just think about your device that you're looking at right now, right? The phone. We're speaking into a device, and invisibly it's being delivered to your screen, right? So if you want any more proof, kind of just look at that, right? Look at the screen and look at your technology. It's utilizing the same thing. We are all spirit connected through this invisible channel, right? The only separation, again, is your ego's perspective on, well, I'm different, and I'm this, and I'm that. And when you say, I am this, I am that, 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 before you know it, you're like in this little tiny box. And if you're in this tiny little box, then you're isolated. And let me tell you what, that little game is not fun. The game of separation and the game of isolation is not fun. And I know, because I've been there. So I believe that if spirituality would be something that is at our core teaching of everything we do, we started our children with spirituality, from kids, and we told them, like, what, you are an expression of God. You are a unique expression of God, and you are connected to me, and you're connected to everyone, and every single person in here in this classroom is your brother and your sister, because you are all connected in spirit. What kind of society would we have? You see it with little kids. Little kids are not born disliking or hating or judging. Kids are not born like that. Pick it up with parents and the way they speak and the way they carry themselves. So if you really want to pay attention to why we have a society that we have, well, it's been passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation. Separation has been passed down from generation to generation. Inequality has been passed down from generation to generation. Racism has been passed down from generation to generation. It's been the norm. And that's why, I said yesterday on a post, forget going back to normal. I don't want to go back to a normal society where racism is okay. I don't want to go back to a normal society where separation is okay. I don't want to go back to that normal society where we are all disconnected. Because if one thing is known right now, because it all came to the surface, is that we're all connected. We're all one. COVID proved that. Right? And with the death of George, it just certified the fact that we're all one human race. And it's no longer acceptable for us to discriminate one another because of the color of our skin. It's insane. We're in 2020. It's insane that we're still having this conversation right now. No more. Let's be the change. Let's be the change. Let's be the change. And guess what? You only live life once. This physical reality, you're only going to live it once. This lifetime, at least. My belief system, my opinion, obviously, right? You could agree with it or not. Before you know it, you're going to be gone. Make it count. Make it count. Make it count. All right? Peace.